Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are reacting to Tyler Perry's Divorce Sistas Season 1, Episode 1. And why didn't y'all tell me about this show? Why didn't y'all tell me about this show? What is happening? What the welly auntie? So I actually used to watch the original show Sistas. However, it got too crazy for me, and then it just got to a point where I was behind in so many episodes, and I was like, you know what? I just got to leave this alone. I just got to leave this alone, right? So I want to talk about Episode 1, you guys, because I just now watched it. And there's a lot going on, right? There's a lot going on. We've got, Tiffany, who is in the middle of a divorce. We've got Geneva, who is still married, and they are basically heading to the school to pick up Geneva's daughter, Anika. And here's the thing with Tyler Perry shows, and this is where, like, I check out a lot of the times with Tyler Perry shows and movies. I don't understand why we have to be in the same scene for 10, 15, and 20 minutes, you guys. Like, make it make sense. And we have these long, drawn-out pauses, and we're repeating variations of the same script. like this is why he writes your TV shows and movies in 4 days or a week, you guys. Make it make sense. And they'll be, it's like a soap opera. They'll be in the same clothes for like the next 10, 15 episodes. But anyways, we then get introduced to LaToya Luckett's character, Rashida. So she is a first lady and is living in the world of Delulu, you guys. She is living in the world of Delulu, and it's clear as day that her and her husband, played by Devon Franklin, Megan Good's ex-husband, they're not on the same page. And the irony of him playing a pastor is hilarious. And then they have a character that is named Franklin, but Devon Franklin, is the actual actor. Stop the madness, you guys. So it was very uncomfortable sitting through a meeting that they had, a church meeting that they had, because he was just trying to belittle and cut down Rashida, and you could just tell she was just getting visibly frustrated that she was not featuring this conversation, and she went as far as to even pull her husband after the fact and was like, what the welly auntie, why are you talking to me greasy like this? And so nonetheless, we then meet somebody by the name of Bridget, who is also a part of the friend group. However, she's got something messy going on because she's shacking up with this dude that's giving broke. It's giving he's broke and just living off of her. But nonetheless, she sees Rashida crying and is trying to, console her and everything else, right? And so Rashida's not featuring it at the moment. So then we meet Naomi, and Naomi is off the chain. Naomi is off the chain because she is, newly divorced. Apparently she got a fat PHAT, a fat divorce settlement, you guys. A PHAT divorce settlement. However, she is still on her ex, because I guess her ex cheated on her with a white woman. So it's like a warpath, right? And so nonetheless, I feel and Tyler Perry always has a character. He always has a character that is completely off the rails, y'all. Is completely off the rails. So what happens is we go back to Geneva, and now Geneva is at her home, and she is, having a conversation with Tiffany or whatever, and she notices her daughter, she's playing with these two black female Barbie dolls at the table, and she makes some type of comment like, something along the lines of, hey there, pretty girl, or you're a pretty girl, or whatever. And, Geneva was like, wait, hold up. What'd you say? And she was like, hey there, pretty girl, or whatever, something along those lines. And so, she was like, where do you get that from? And she was like, my daddy says that. My dad says that. And Geneva's like my husband, your dad? Because what are we talking about? Where does he say that at? And so she said that, oh, I hear him saying that to a girl at school. And she's like, to who? Like, what are we talking about? Is it a teacher? And she's like, no, it's, one of her friend's moms at the school. So Geneva's wheels are turning and is about to be in obsessive mode, you guys. She's giving OCD. She's going to get to the bottom of this if nothing else or whatever else. So I already know what type of time she's on, because she was already calling the school, y'all. Why was she already calling the school and trying to get the tea and trying to figure out if she could figure out the parents' names, and the teacher's like, we can't release that information. Come to the PTA meeting tonight at 7, and so of course that's not good enough for Geneva, you guys. It's not good enough. So she shows up at the school after hours, y'all. Shows up at the school, basically leaves her daughter with the housekeeper / nanny or whatever, and is like, let me go back to the school. So the janitor is there, and the janitor's like, I'm really not supposed to be letting people in, but he lets Geneva in anyways. No, absolutely not, y'all. So nonetheless, she gets into the school. She lies and says that her daughter had left a teddy bear at the school, y'all. That just foolishness. So tells the janitor what classroom it is. They get into the classroom. Her daughter's pictures on the board or whatever else, and then she sees the name of her daughter's friend that she's looking for, and is asking the janitor questions, and he's like, oh yeah, I know the Houstons, and they come in, and the mom, she's always in yoga pants. She says she's got to go to do yoga, but she's never looks like she did any yoga, and she wears, her own brand of clothing, and it's yoga spelled backwards, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and just giving all this information that is not appropriate to be given, y'all. And so now, Geneva has a starting point. She has like a last name, then she has information about at least, the parents. One is a salesman, and the wife allegedly is, a big time owner of this yoga studio, supposedly. And so I already know she's about to be on the trail, right? And I don't know, I feel like she's trying to look for a reason to find her husband cheating, and I just don't understand. I feel like we don't have the full context, and I feel like this is going to backfire. And nonetheless, she feels like she's got all of her information. So we got to talk about this scene at the nail salon between Brigitte, is that her name, Brigitte, and Tiffany, you guys. Brigitte, who is from the church with LaToya Luckett's character Rashida, they're having a gossip session. But what I'm going to talk about is Tyler Perry's foolishness. So Brigitte, it looks like she's having a real pedicure. Her feet are in the water. She has on a skirt suit or whatever, right? So it looks like she's getting a real pedicure, right? But what was funny was Tiffany's alleged pedicure, you guys. In the scene, because I kept looking, she had on a pantsuit, you guys. And I was looking, and her feet supposedly were in the water, or maybe they were in no water, right? And then when it cut back to them in another scene, it looked like her feet was up, like they were maybe painting her nails, right? But then there was this other scene where it looked like the person who was supposed to be doing Tiffany's feet, looked like they were on the phone. Looked like the person looked like they were on the phone. It looked like they were reading something at her feet. And I was like, no, Tyler Perry, stop the madness. Stop the madness, Tyler Perry. What is happening? So that was just like a sidebar. That was such a random scene because I was so distracted by, can we make this pedicure look a little bit more authentic here? Like what are we doing? And so, nonetheless, that was that for that scene. They were gossiping about Rashida and, of course, Geneva, right? So, I also need to talk about Naomi, you guys. Naomi, she is not happy. You know, she feels her ex-husband is out to get her still and is allegedly taunting her. She allegedly got all this money, allegedly got a $37 million settlement, right? But we got to talk about, she hired an SEX worker. She hired an escort to come to her house and snap some things back into place, right? And nonetheless, we get introduced to Bolo, aka Hakeem, right? Those of y'all know from Real Housewives who Bolo is and everything else. And those of y'all who watch All the King's Men know who Bolo is and everything else. So he is scoping out the house. He's looking at like, okay, so, you know, how did you get this house? And how can you afford this? Is this your man? Do I need to worry about anybody coming in? And Naomi's like, no. Like you're not going to be questioning what I do or don't do or how I got it. You're here to service me. You're here because I paid for you to do some things to me and everything else. And so it just gets cracking, y'all. They start doing the grown-up scenes. They cut to them in another scene. So first it starts off in the family room. Then we get to another scene where they're in the bed. Naomi, she's in her lingerie. She's got something around her neck. Bolo's got something around, Hakeem's got something around his neck or whatever else. They're doing the grown-up things. And then it's over, right? Then it's over. Naomi keeps trying to kick Hakeem out. He's trying to stay. And she's trying to tell him, listen, here's a stack of money. Get out. And he's not budging, right? He's not moving. He's trying to take everything in. And she pulls out a GUN, you guys. She pulls out a GUN. Why does Hakeem lick the GUN, you guys? Why does he lick the GUN? And he's like, oh, you're my type of crazy. I can match your crazy too. And I was like, oh, here we go. Like, what is going on? How are these alleged escorts? Like, how are you on your first, job or whatever, just already attached to your client? Like, make it make sense. like, what is happening? So then he doesn't leave. He's getting comfortable in the bed. And Tyler Perry loves having these naked men and showing their butt and everything. The timing is crazy. But Naomi then decides to lay on the bed and pull out her laptop. And it sounds like she's either trying to access her husband's social media accounts or maybe the wife's, I don't know, and she's blocked. But basically, Hakeem somehow knows how to hack into the computer or hack into accounts that you're blocked from so that you can still see the accounts, and was able to sort that out. And he's like, well, if you need me to do these types of things, like, just let me know. He's trying to come back for more visits, and I have a feeling we're going to see him again. And so nonetheless, he was able to do all of that. The final thing I want to talk about here is Rashida and her counseling, right? Because she spends a lot of time counseling a lot of church members, right? So there is one that apparently Rashida had missed like 10 calls from, right? And finally, they have their appointment. They have their appointment, and the show ends on a cliffhanger. Because the girl, she's asking Rashida for all types of forgiveness. Please forgive me, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And Rashida's like, of course I'll forgive you. And then she says, I've been sleeping with the pastor. I've been sleeping with your husband. No. And that is the end of the episode, y'all. That is the end of the episode. You know what? I was pleasantly surprised. If we could just get over these 10 and 15 minute scenes that are dragging out till yesteryear and just kind of move some things along a little bit, it would be great, man. It would be grand, but that is why on the credits it says directed, written, produced, created. Like it's like all Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry wants to own the rights to it all. He does not want to bring in actual writers and directors and producers because he wants to have all of the credit for all of it, y'all. But so we get what we get. But there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.